Are you aware that YouTube is strongest if you target one of 3 phases of the customer journey? In fact, it has specific options you choose based upon which one of these phases you decide you're targeting. Those phases are the awareness phase, the consideration phase, and the action phase. And the 4 areas that you have to consider, because there are a lot of choices across each area, are audience method, ad type, how you measure the success of your campaign, and finally, what type of content should you use depending on the phase that you've chosen. So let's talk about the audience. You can use an in-market audience where YouTube says, hey, here's segments of people that based upon their activity, they seem like they're in market for this product or this service. That's great for the consideration phase, for example. Another audience are the life event audience. This is where YouTube identifies people who might have just gone through a life event, such as they just graduated from college or they're looking to buy a home. There are, of course, the demographic audiences and the detailed demographic audiences that most people might use when they're building a YouTube campaign. Then also with YouTube, you can build a match audience where you upload your leads and you have YouTube help to retarget those leads. Or you can simply do typical remarketing and build an audience based upon pages people visit on your website. It's a lot of choices. And each phase requires you to pick a subset of those overall options in order to target that phase correctly. The next area that you have to consider is the ad type. Do you use non-skippable in-stream? Do you use skippable in-stream? Do you use bumper ads? Do you use discovery ads? Do you use the masthead ad? There are a lot of different ad types for YouTube. The third area that you should consider is how do you measure your success depending on the phase you choose. Should you use cost per impression? Should you be using cost per view? Should you use cost per action? And over time, as you gather more data, do you even consider changing sort of that lead metric that you use because you have more data, which might allow you to use a different metric as sort of the foundation for how you're judging this phase? And the answer is yes. Over time, you can change your KPIs based upon having more data and knowing more numbers. And the fourth area is probably what we all love. It's when you get to put on your director's cap, you get to become a writer, and you choose what content, what messaging is best. But remember, it starts by picking that customer phase that they're in.